we need to talk about the adjustable rate mortgage. Now, even though many mortgages are that fixed rate mortgage, there are some advantages to getting an adjustable rate mortgage. So let's see how they work. So from the name, you probably realize that an adjustable rate mortgage means that the rate can change. Now, it can't just change whenever it wants. There are some assurances as to how long your rate will be good for. And that is going to be given by this 3-1, 5-1, 7-1, or 10-1. Really, it could be any rate here, but those are 4 of the most typical ones. So the way this works is that first number is telling you the number of years that the rate will remain fixed. Then the second number states how often that rate can change after a fixed period. So for example, a 5-1 adjustable rate mortgage loan means that the interest rate is going to be fixed for the first 5 years. But then after those 5 years, the rate can change every year from then on. So we can think about some of the reasons that you might want to consider an adjustable rate mortgage. One is that the interest rates are unreasonably high, and you think that there's a chance that the interest rates will go down. And so you can try to make a prediction when you think the interest rates will go down, and then you can buy, or the adjustable rate mortgage will change at some point in the future, or could change. It usually does. But you have to be careful because these loans, the interest rate could go up, and you want to be cautious about an interest rate going much higher than what you're currently paying. So you also would need to consider how long you're planning on keeping this mortgage and possibly how long you're planning on staying in the house. So that amount of interest rate can change every year once that fixed period has ended, and that's part of the agreement that you'll sign up for. Now, often adjustable rate mortgages will have a little bit lower of a rate, and that is one of the advantages that people might consider one of these. But personally, I did not want to risk the adjustable rate mortgage. I went with a fixed rate so that I would know what my rate was going to be, and if the interest rate changed drastically, I figured if it was worth it, then I would just refinance. But you've got to look at some of the language in these adjustable rate mortgages. So if you saw 2%, 2%, 5%, then that means the interest rate can change by a maximum of 2% in the first year after the fixed period, a maximum of 2% in the second year, and a maximum of 5% over the entire life of the loan. So you do have at least a little bit of guarantee as to what the highest this rate could ever be. So Michelle, if she gets a $275 loan, then we need to look at what kind of loan she gets. So she gets this 3-1 ARM, adjustable rate mortgage, at an interest rate of 2.5%. So her monthly payment is $1,086.58 at the beginning. But then after 3 years, the interest rate could change, and in her case, it does. It goes up to 3.25. So what is her, we're going to use Excel here, but this problem is going to be a little bit different. So let's start with what we know. We've got the present value. So she borrows $275,000. Her rate is 2.5%. Her payment amount was given as $1,086.58. And what we're actually looking for here is the future value. So I am going to have to put in the number of payments. That's something that I'll need to know. We've made 36 payments. So we're actually solving for what this loan will still have, the future value, after 36 payments. So we're going to call that FV, and the function in Excel, you're going to call it with the equal sign and then type in FV for the future value. Parentheses, it's going to ask for the rate. So you take that rate divided by 12. The number of periods, that's how many periods that you've paid. Then the payment, we know what the payment is. And since that payment is bringing our balance down, I'm going to put a negative there. And then comma, my present value where we started. And so close the parentheses. She still owes $255,000 or $255,817.74. Now what we'll do with that is we're going to use that as the new present value for the loan. So now, what are the new payments going to be? So what's the term left of this? It's 324. What's her new rate? It's 3.25%. And the present value is going to be, and I'm going to do instead of typing this in, I'm just going to have this call that previous value, and I'm going to type in equals. And then I do want to negate this because I want to start this over as a positive number. And so that just copied it over. And what I need my new payments. So I said equals PMT. It wants the rate divided by 12. Then the number of periods. So we're going to pay this out for 324 months. Then the present value, which was, what she still owed after 36 months. And then this time we want to pay it off. So take the future value down to 0. And her new payment is going to be $1,187.01. So it didn't change by a tremendous amount, but it did go up. And you just need to be prepared for that if you are going to go with an adjustable rate mortgage.